Pretty sure I don't have any Die Hard enough of fans, but that right there, that card is the Hey Assho card. It's a donkey hoeing in his garden. Ha 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 ha. I just thought I'd highlight something different today. I'm pretty stoked right now. We are getting the final touches put together this month with everything that is a consequence of us getting this new license and connecting to Zapier and updating our program and adding our add-ons that we're able to add to our core contact form program. And we're adding a CSV program. Comma separated version is what Excel spreadsheets are. We are going to make a little connection between the SQL database where your data from your form is stored that goes over to your account in the CSV program. So you'll be able to download a spreadsheet of everything that anybody says to you in one of your contact forms. We're also making it possible for you to connect to your own SQL database on your own cPanel. We're going to make it so that you can webhook to those, and you can also use just a direct connection that takes a little less programming, no PHP knowledge required. We are going to make it so that what was the other thing I was thinking of? We're unifying our login so that you only have one login. That's going to be pretty nice. We're keeping our $5 WordPress and cPanel along with the PDF reader. We're going to add the CSV reader in there with that $5 subscription too. And then the $15 and the $25 level that we're adding is we're going to put a little bit of paywall in some of the add-ons to the contact form only. And we're also adding a CRM. I think that's going to be a part of the I'm not sure if it's going to be a part of the $15 or the $5 subscription level. We're really aiming at pulling in as many $5 subscribers as possible, but we're adding some more elements to the contact form program that do take up a little bit more in the database. So we're going to charge a little bit more. We're hoping really that we'll be able to just be a lot of people's baseline contact form and simple, maybe even fallback CRM, because there's a couple of other CRMs that we'll be able to integrate to. Nexmo is one of them. I think we have an Insightly integration that we're working on. We're going to be able to integrate directly with ActiveCampaign, not to mention all 1,500 programs that you can connect to via Zapier. Right now you can webhook to Zapier. Webhooks to Zapier at Zapier, though, cost $25. So the difference between webhooks and a regular connection to Zapier is kind of interesting, actually. The way Zapier works is that it checks these different accounts that you have online that you authorize it to check on like a 2-minute cycle. So let's say someone puts their information in a contact form, Zapier will check it and then put that information in some other program, or add a tag, or add someone's email to a list in ActiveCampaign or ClickFunnels. But if you webhook to Zapier, it'll do it automatically. So let's say you webhook to Zapier and then you're zapping to Gmail. Someone will get an email from your Gmail, or if you're using G Suite, you can do that as well. So it'll look like it's from your website, like contact@yourwebsite.com, rather than from one of these email fulfillment programs like ActiveCampaign. Even though it's a great program, you have to set it up differently than how it is standard for the email that it comes from to be viewed differently by most people's email systems. So a lot of times those will get put in spam or promotions rather than right into someone's inbox. But if it comes from it's coming from your G Suite Gmail, that's a cool little feature of what you can do with your contact form with DocupletionForms, is connect via a webhook to Zapier and then zap to your G Suite. And then in there you can say, hey, make sure to authorize us to send you emails, and then that can authorize the ActiveCampaign email to start. So it then, when you click to authorize, you authorize the way it is in ActiveCampaign, but that first email gets there without any problem. So your subscribers don't need to know any of this. And a lot of business professionals, I mean, you'll hear me talking about something like this and you think it's too complex and that's too much nonsense. Basically, get over it, because this is something that gives you the seamless edge beyond somebody else. If you've ever entered your name and email in a little form online and waited for something, you go to your email and you're like, what? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And then it pops up like a minute later, and you wonder. It takes out that little bit of wonder, but you have to spend the money. You have to spend the $25 at Zapier to be able to send a webhook from a contact form. And the cool thing about it, as well, is like if you're using the contact form in ActiveCampaign, it costs $70 to use their level of service that lets you use their contact form. And you don't get this other functionality that we give you. You can have a conditional functionality where someone is just leaving you a message, but then there's a little checkbox. It says, check here if you'd like to be on our weekly email list for our newsletter to get updates about what we're doing. If someone clicks that, then it puts their name on the tag for the weekly email list. But first, it'll send out this other email from Gmail if you have it set up with Zapier at the same time. So you can have your ActiveCampaign regular integration set up, and then your webhook to Zapier and a Zap to your Gmail. So it's really, really what you don't realize is going on as someone just on the internet. You don't realize a lot of this stuff is going on until you start looking at it. So we want you to use our contact form for free. We let you use webhooks for free. We currently put the webhooks in for you. We are going to be flipping that over onto the user side. We have to change part of our program script, and we're working on that in the next 6 months. So for right now, we will put webhooks in for you, and we will be keeping you abreast of all the new developments. But please do look at webhooks and Zapier and zapping and integrating in a way that gives you a different automatic functionality for someone for when someone goes to your website and does something, leaves their name and email. It really impresses people, and it sticks in their minds. Giving people something free, some PDF that you make. There's companies that will make cool little ebooks for you. I have information on all that stuff. So check out DocupletionForms. Thanks.